Wrong screen. There we go. Screen with all the spoilers on it. Good on YouTube. We're good on Facebook, and should be good on Twitch also. Soundtrack, but maybe we'll watch it at the end. Tanker plant, we'll do the whole game. Normal's fine. And we'll have some radar. Ooh, we appear to be dropping quite a few frames. I didn't know why that is.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
It's okay for cutscenes though.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
On PlayStation 3, you can also get the HD remake on PS Vita if you have one of those. And I have got the Platinum Trophy for this. I think this is the first game I ever got a Platinum Trophy in. So we don't need to do all of the collectibles and dog tags and stuff like that. We're just going to play through the story. Hey me! Ah, there we go. Emojis do work. Yeah, I can see that. It appears to...
Our boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
Hello, friend. Friend Otacon Ocelot from the last game. Busted my stealth camo, which is going to make this harder than it needed to be. Hey, Commodore. Excellent name, by the way. I don't think I will be completing this today, because I only have 4 hours and I'm going to watch all the cutscenes. So it'll be 2 to 3 streams, I would reckon. If I stop dropping
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
Commodore, yes I have. It was the first game I got a platinum
and now
trophy
every
on,
state,
HD
group,
remake on
and
the PS3,
.com
which is
has
what I'm
its
playing
own
now.
version of Metal Gear.
So.
Not exactly
Oh,
a
thank you.
classified
Very
weapon
generous.
for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
I'll do my
Don't
best.
worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by
I
the
love the
UN.
exposition.
Recognized.
Hey, Johnny.
But still fringe, Otacon.
Welcome to the stream. Diglett. I'm half tempted to play
All right,
Pokemon
let's look at
Randomizer
your
at some
gear.
point.
Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
Ooh, tranquilizer gun.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and
Deep.
last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
I always need my
You haven't read
cigarettes,
the
man.
Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Yeah, so the point of this mission is to get in and take photographs of Metal Gear, or the anti-Metal Gear weapon, which is Metal Gear, so that we can expose them to the world.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure.
Otacon
And
knows
if it comes
everything,
to that,
man.
A little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap.
Thank you very
Remember,
much, Commodore.
There's a price on our heads.
You're just being
I
paranoid.
appreciate it.
I
I'm
hope so.
forever blown
Those
away that
men,
anybody watches
You wouldn't
me.
think
It's
they were
really
anything
cool.
but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
That's alright, Johnny.
The
You're not
water
required
line
to
is
watch
too
them all.
high. According
Although
to
the
navigational
archive is on
plans,
YouTube
this
if
ship
you
should have discharged
feel
its cargo
some sort of
upriver.
perverse need to watch
It's
me
in there, no doubt
fail
about
miserably
it.
at
The
trials, for
military trains
instance.
you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Yeah, I went into that game, me, thinking, it's a super casual game, it's just fun, it'll be chill, we'll hang out. Man, the difficulty ramps up some. Oh god. Just unbelievable. And I'd only just got to the basic
Looks like
gold
we're
part.
not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their
Oh,
game?
proper bad
Hijack?
guys.
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
They've got more than that.
AKS 74U.
Oh, you're very sweet, Johnny. And Commodore, the dog tags aren't the bit that take the longest for getting the platinum
Russians?
trophy. It's doing the
sure?
VR missions and
No
side
Marine
missions.
barber
Some of
touched
those
that
are actually
head there.
really difficult. And like, really obtuse in their solutions. If you use a guide, it's not too bad, but...
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
What we got?
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
I love how we've just sat at the back providing running commentary to this takeover.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
Oh no, it's the Russians interfering in America. This isn't anything at all like real life.
On who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
I don't think you have to do European Extreme to get the platinum,
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it.
You are less attractive than Mei Ling, Otacon. I'm
140.96.
disappointed.
Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time.
Yeah.
Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Well, that's really nice. Well, the argument isn't really nice, but dog having puppies is a nice thing, Johnny. Okay. So, oh, I don't want to go around there. I want to go up here. Triangle jump. And amazingly, in this game, I can do first person. So we can do that. So much easier than MGS1. Yeah, my parents have bred dogs before, and yeah, it's mostly just leave them to themselves. Alright, so now we have to run down here. But before we do that, we're going to nip in here. Magic ration. This is what I wanted. Right, let's close this. Camera! Taking the important pictures here. You hear that snake says good when you do that. You also have, which you don't have in the other games, a little period in which you can knock him out. Sorry, I'm just getting used to the controls again. A little period in which you can knock him out before they raise the alarm. You can also shoot their radios out. And they will go searching for each other. Oh, on the bookshelves. Yeah, games on that side, he says, doing it back to front. Video games on that side and board games on the other side. Parasite Eve. No, I have not played Parasite Eve. What have we got? I've got plenty of trank bullets, so we'll just trank everyone. They will also wake each other up if they see each other lying on the ground. They are a little bit smarter than they were before. There you go. Oh, and you can frisk them for things. Oh, that one's... And I should probably show the dog tag thing because we mentioned it a couple of times. And I know we have at least one person who hasn't played Metal Gear here.
Freeze.
So we can hold him up. Okay. All frozen. Never mind. So you can hold them up and then you can go in front of them and point the gun at their head and they'll give up an item. The first item they give up is a dog tag and you have to get the dog tags from everybody in order to unlock things. I haven't played Star Ocean. My flatmate years ago was a huge Star Ocean fan, so I've seen a lot of it, but I didn't play it myself. I don't know if a JRPG would be great stream content. Maybe, don't know. Oh, there's a camera down here. That was what that cutscene was going to do. We can avoid the camera just by pressing against the wall. And we have some chaff grenades in here, which we may use later, maybe not. Yeah, there's a camera there, I know.
Freeze.
No!
Okay.
If you're going to shoot...
Okay. So he won't give up a thing. You can get them to give up a thing in a couple of ways if they are resilient. One of them is to kneecap them with an actual gun, rather than the trank gun. And the other is if you point a heavy explosive weapon at them, like a rocket launcher, then they will give it up. Okay, so he's down. There's C4 here, and this is a laser grid. So if I touch one of the lasers, the C4 will go. So we can see where the lasers are by tripping the fire extinguisher. And you can see the Titan go under here. But before we do that, I need a box. Unfortunately, coming in here triggers a third guard coming through, which is kind of irritating. Oh, he goes straight back down there. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind if something's going to take multiple streams to beat Johnny. What I would really be concerned about is the repetitive gameplay. Like, I don't think it would make very good content to watch. Oh, a cutscene. It had been at least 2 minutes since we'd had one, so we better have another. Dead guy. Another dead guy. All the dead guys.
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Yeah, so we should play the guess the plot game again, mate, because if you guess the plot twist that happens at the end of this section, I will be blown away, because it's utterly ridiculous. If I can play a JRPG on an emulator, then we can do grinding faster because they usually have turbo functions, so we can blast through it a bit quicker. So I'll maybe try and pick up something along those lines. No, we'll see. I also kind of want to play a Bioware RPG at some point, but those are just as long as JRPGs.
Snake,
so.
did you find out where that ship is headed?
I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy.
Hey, Paul.
That area is outside the Second Fleet's
I'm not going to
operational
spoil,
range,
but
too.
I will enjoy the guessing game for those who haven't
Marine
played it.
Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
It's Olga. Hello, Olga.
Shalashaska has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the
Johnny,
tanker will be
bear in
stopped.
mind that
And the
Kendall
vehicle's
thing, it's
pilot.
going to be relevant later.
The VR training. No one else
Probably in a
can do
couple of streams'
Are you
time,
sure
but
you can trust him?
it. Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale.
is that the
Dead.
twist?
I have
It's
a
not the
bad
twist,
feeling
no.
about this
Mission. You swore this to me that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete.
Do not
I mean,
worry, this is a country of liberty.
It wasn't the twist
No,
that I was thinking
this is
of,
where I
anyway.
belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go.
Twist singular is not Metal Gear style.
Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Go away, helicopter. Do not want.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
With high def pit here.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
It's a knife that shoots bullets. How very ridiculous.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Uh-oh, it's a boss fight already. Pop that down and
I've been with the unit since I was born.
yeah.
I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We share everything. All the
hiding
bad
here.
and all
What
the
I'm trying to
good.
do is that if you shoot the two ropes, then that flies away and means you can't use it.
Nothing else
Right.
matters to me.
So she's inside in that corner now, so I'll lift down here. So she's shooting me. And I'll shoot her in the head.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
So if you don't shoot out the light, then she'll shoot the light and it'll point at you and you won't be able to see, it'll be too bright. And if you don't shoot away the tarp, then she'll shoot it up and it'll be in your way.
Hey!
You throwing a grenade at me? I don't think that's very ladylike.
Take this!
The joke, Johnny, which is just a private joke for myself. I know the knife's not that ridiculous. There's so much ridiculous shit in this game that it amuses me to pretend that that's a ridiculous thing. There we go. Push. You have to do that much faster for boss attack mode for the trophies, but that's not too bad. Ooh, a proper gun. Hopefully the tranquilizer doesn't hurt the unborn child. Drone warfare.
Cypher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man.
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah,
Ocelot
the
again.
GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as
Now
simple
you've
as
called
we
them
thought.
roofies. Everything
You could
just
say
takes on a
that.
sinister
I
tone.
saw a surveillance remote just
Thank you for
now.
ruining it,
It looked
Johnny.
like the Cypher.
Thank you for
A
ruining
Marine
everything.
Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
I love
We
you.
didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
As you do.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
What? I'm not supposed to go around just killing everyone indiscriminately. That's no fun. What do you mean this is a sneaking game? Put that away. So we can frisk her for a dog tag. I'm going to frisk her by the shoulders after what Johnny said, just to make it less suggestive. And there's some bullets. And there's a ration down here too. All the things for me. Right. What I'm going to do next, run around here. I'm going to go up this. Because there's either a suppressor for the handgun or thermal goggles up here. I think it depends on the difficulty mode which you get. Not 100% sure. What have we got? Thermal goggles. Lovely jubbly.
Freeze.
I did not watch the Conor McGregor fight, Johnny. I saw it on the news after, or saw about it on the news afterwards. It's a wet box. Not suggestive. Nobody say anything suggestive, please. Yeah. As a non-MMA fan, it didn't seem like a very good look for the sport in terms of mainstream legitimacy, I guess. But I don't know, maybe they'll just sell even more pay-per-views. It's pay-per-view model, right? Maybe they'll just do even more pay-per-views off the back of the nonsense. Quick draw snake. Whew. Let's not go there. Let's just go back there. Just knock him out. What I can also do now is, because there's nobody here to hear this, I can shoot out the camera. It's quite a useful thing to be able to do. Wet book. Go into the wet box. I am in a wet box. The thing about the wet box is they will realize if it's inside, it's not in the rain, they'll realize that it's out of place. That's the significance of it being wet. Right. I'm gonna stick you up.
Freeze!
Don't kill me.
So he's a coward, so I just have to point this at his head or at his crotch because it's
Don't kill
Kojima.
me.
And he'll give up some stuff. It was warm inside the wet box, yes, Johnny. Well done. I'm very proud of you. I would call it a double entendre, but I'm really not sure it means anything but the dirty one. You can do other things as well, like if I were to shoot the glass here, they would notice it. If I do this, like that. They would notice that and they would go on alert. So it's a little bit more sophisticated than MGS1, but that just means you have more ways to manipulate the dumbass cards. At least we're not pretending they're genetic super soldiers with genius level IQs. Say that they're just dumb. Is it warm inside the wet box? Oh dear.
Raven?
It's Vulcan Raven from MGS1. I thought we killed him. Very funny. Very funny. Let's take a photograph of that. I'm sure Otacon will approve.
Freeze. Move!
Over you. Nighty night. Ow, that hurt. Remember that hurt. Done with me.
Freeze.
Go to sleep. Oh, you can see me up there. Well, never mind. think it'll be the end of boxing. I don't know, I think there's a lot to be said for amateur boxing as... What's that? Sort of, oh shit, that's bad. No calling in. Okay, he's out. Okay, and we will trank him. Just make sure he stays out for a while. And then we'll go and hide from these guys. It's fine, everything is fine, nothing is ruined.
Everything else is normal.
Oh shit.
Who's there?
No one.
Freeze.
Have to have your gun out in order to stick someone up, Doug. Go to sleep, will you? Okay. Everything is fine. Moving swiftly on.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
No, the Russians have not noticed that half their men are asleep, I'm afraid. They do later on, though. There are guards who will check in with status reports, and if they don't give their status report, they send someone to investigate. So that is a thing, but only some guards. And only, I think, in the plant section. We're in the tanker section right now. Okay, so... Yes, there's explosives, laser wires, I need to shoot out the control panel. Moving on,
Snake,
moving on.
wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess.
Yeah, I can see that, Johnny.
Exactly.
I never boxed, but I
Plastic
played rugby, and
explosives.
if
So
they
this
took
is
away
what they were
sevens
talking
or
about.
touch
Looks
rugby
like
or
it.
stuff like that, it would be the same
If you
effect,
trip
so
the
I can get
sensors-
that.
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
Thank you, Otacon. Another trick there, which I've already jumped into, is you can see them more easily if you use the thermal goggles. One. There's one on top of there, I think. Yep, there it is. Now we can run all the way down here, and there's the last one there. Hold on. There's another section where you have to do that later on with a sniper rifle, with a bigger map. Pretty neat little puzzle area. Now we're back to knocking.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed.
Food.
All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant.
The Marines don't realize the Russians are here.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
And notice he says we've just passed the Verrazano Bridge checkpoint. That's where Otacon said we had to be off the boat by. Oh look, a guard. I think you should go to sleep. But this guy is listening to music, so he's kind of dense.
Freeze.
But he can still hear me saying freeze. And his music goes off when he falls asleep. For whatever reason. And then there's a guy here who is sleepy.
to a report.
It could be more sleepy. Just be on the safe side. What a pro assassin. Yeah, I'm doing the rare thing on the stream where I play a game I know how to play. Don't totally suck at. Any good Netflix shows? I haven't watched the latest season of Better Call Saul. That's on my list. And I'm about halfway through Archer as well. My old boss used to want us all to watch Archer because it contained lessons about his management style or something. Might be a reason he's my old boss. Oh, this looks unfortunate.
We have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
I am.
No one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
She is
Yes,
safe,
sir.
she's just sleeping. Well, this is a problem.
Who goes there?
Could try and track them all, but so if your life goes low enough, you start bleeding out. But you can stop bleeding out just by crouching, which gives you time to stem bleeding, I guess.
Aim for the light.
Let's heal up again. Failing to be able to shoot. Ah, grenade, don't like. He needs one of these. Keep pressing the wrong button for time. Stop grenading me, you asshole! Go one. Come on. Got him. Does Netflix have much anime? I thought things like Crunchyroll were the go-to for that. Hey, Doug. Other Doug. Not sure we should allow other Dougs on the stream, it'll just get confusing. Or people will like you better than me. It's a pretty good chance of that. Already have problems with James and Stuart taking over the stream.
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska.
It's Ocelot, also known as
Why are you
Shalashaska
here?
to the Russians.
We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
still with the revolver tricks. Notice he has both of his hands.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Uh-oh.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear...
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt
One of the fun things you can do once you unlock the stealth camo is if you punch one of them over in the corner there, then you can they all go over like dominoes. It's really funny. It destroys your frame rate, but it's really funny.
Okay, Snake. Let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
Oh, I don't know.
Right.
Conspiracy theorists are pretty good
There's
at explaining
actually
everything.
one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out.
It's you,
if they
chat!
tried to
It's
interfere with our
you!
communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
Oh,
No,
you
it's
wait
pretty
me. It's
simple,
a really
really.
nice computer.
Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch.
I
and
can't use the
download
warm,
image
wet
data
box
from
and
the
camera at the same time.
Split
I
the
have to
files
choose, Johnny.
and encrypt them individually.
I can only
The
have
data
one.
packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest
Yes,
when
boss.
we get there.
Stay low.
So, one of the ways that you can do this is you can stay high along the whole way, but in order to do that, you have to do a bunch of pull-ups in order to raise your strength, so that you have the ability to go all the way along. I'm not going to do that because it takes forever and it's really boring. It's a necessity for getting all the dog tags.
Hundreds, if not thousands,
So we're going to go down to the bottom and do it the traditional
are
way.
no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be
Well, you know, I've already gotten the
and
warm,
our
wet
race
box once, Johnny, and I'm kind of, you know, spent on that now, so...
At the moment,
You can go to sleep.
every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear Force to compete
These
with the
floors
US's
can be
nuclear
noisy in
strike
patches as
capability.
well. Like that little grate in
The
front of
world
this
is
guy
about to see a
is
swarm
noisy.
of these Metal Gear derivatives.
99.
Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially... Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home
I'm
than
not
you
totally
think
sure
they are.
why this
Always bear
projector
that in
switching
mind.
thing happens. Other than to make it annoying.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear Force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray.
I would like
The
to go
shift
the
in
other
the
way.
balance
Yes,
of
now
power
you
will
go.
mean a new world
we go.
order. And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military
go.
affairs. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear.
And we're in.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration.
Yes, Shadow Moses was Metal Gear Solid 1.
Is a direct result of that event.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
Metal Gear.
And he says it. Of course he says it.
It is a fact that
Go
players
deliver
in
some
favor...
photos. Yes, yes, yes. Confidential system. Move it. Hey, there we go. I am Elite Hacksaw. Hello, what's going?
Any codec moments from you, Snake?
It's very
Okay, first up. Oh, this is,
What?
Nothing. It's nothing. But this isn't a photo of Metal Gear anyway.
Let me just
Sorry,
save
but
that
you're gonna
for
have to go
later.
back and shoot another set. I'll just make a backup of this one.
Catch you later, Johnny. Just make it
The
back
next
up, sure.
one's... I'm sorry. You need to
Oh, it
take
doesn't
another
react to
one.
Raven.
The
Sure.
next image is... Oh, I don't...
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah. Okay, I'll take the proper photos now.
of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. You must be tense. Let's do a little
Oh,
stretching,
right,
shall we?
hide. Do some stretching. Don't like stretching.
Left. Front. Down. Getting back to the topic at hand. I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know.
Good.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater. Move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline.
Now I need one from the right.
It's onboard joint tactical.
Let's just put those photos in while we're here. Yeah, I don't need no blue screen. Although it isn't a Windows system because it said that, well, it's TTY, which is a terminal emulator, and it's saying that it had a mounted ext4 file system, so it's a Unix of some description. Or I mean, it could be BIOS or something like that, but it's probably a Unix. I'm a computer nerd!
Looks like I have your photo.
Yeah. Nope, can't use that one. Okay, front view. Marines. Okay. Front left and front right.
Information distribution system identifies targets with unerring accuracy.
How about this?
And takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means.
Go to sleep.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta.
Okay. All done. Hey John, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Come on, I want to get to cutscenes with silly twists in them. Nobody's had a guess at the silly twist that's going to happen. It concerns Ocelot.
I'm receiving the...
We, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new
And I gave you a hint
world
already
with
that he
Metal
has his
Gear
arm
Ray.
back.
That is all. Dismissed.
Or at least that he has two arms.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
They're kind of dumb.
Gerlukovich. Nobody move. Understood?
Keep the camera on him. That's the important part. Oh no, it's a bad situation and we're Marines who are trained to deal with shit.
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
He says to the Russians in English.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you
No, fake
that I
news is
have
the
no
key.
intention
Fake
of
news and
selling
bots.
Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
Uh-oh.
Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot.
Lale Lule
Have
is
you
the
sold us
stupidest name I've ever
I was
heard
never
for a
in
secret
your
society.
employ,
It's just
Kanukovich.
ridiculous.
Are you still in league with Solidus?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Yeah, you did.
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kanukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Don't try and outdraw us.
Sergei, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Naughty Ocelot.
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
That went poorly. Ridiculous twist coming up shortly. We've had no guesses yet.
Ocelot!
Oh, they shot at him. They just can't hit him. Ridiculous twist time. Yeah, the accuracy thing is actually explained later, me. This is just...
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Dive program. Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Yeah. Liquid took over Ocelot via an arm. It definitely makes sense. But it's okay, it sets the tone for the rest of this game. Down with my wet, warm box. Yeah, box is OP. Really what the stream needed is more wet box jokes. I don't know which is the problem, that somebody can magically take over someone else because they had their arm grafted onto them, or that that person has a giant walking death tank thing. Or that the boat I'm on is sinking. These are all problems. good that we got one of those. I'm going to try and get through the rest of it without dying, so maybe we won't get one. And in fact, we won't get one like that anyway, because I'm about to not be playing as Snake anymore. The great bait and switch that trashed this game in all of the fan reviews. Because Hideo Kojima watches too many anime.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
Not killing Snake while he's in the water. Well, that was ridiculous.
Yes, at the location we discussed. Yes. I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's newsflash.
It's a
I would say the
stitch-up.
Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Mr. President again? Yes, I'll save. So you got that twist, but I don't imagine you got the magic arm twist. Particularly stupid, that one. But hey! Yes, computers are responsible for nuclear bombs. Moving on. Well...
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists
That
blow a
doesn't sound
hole in
like
an oil
Solid
tanker
Snake.
full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Eco-hippies? In my Metal Gear?
Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Or in fairness, me, US militaristic policy that pushed us towards that. I'm, in general, disinclined to blame scientists, but then this game will come back to that theme because, you know, it hasn't beaten that horse to death already.
Down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Alpha, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the president. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
So these are the Navy SEALs going in to do the job that we are also going in to do.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion.
$30 billion.
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If
Dead
the
fish.
chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
So, low stakes then.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
$30 billion.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have
yeah,
to
Vern
use
Troy
the IR
did die
goggles.
recently, yeah.
Any problems?
Very sad. He
There
seemed
was
like
a
a good
brand
dude.
new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration
Yeah, so
and VR training.
this was the reason.
I've completed 300
this game
missions in
was
VR.
Pretty poorly
I feel
received
like
by the
some
fan base
kind
at the
of
time, although
legendary
it's
mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
become
Make sure
more
nobody sees
accepted
you.
over time.
If you need to, contact me by
for
codec.
the rest of the game, we play
The
as Raiden.
frequency
We
is
don't play as Solid Snake.
140.85.
And Raiden's,
When you want to use the codec, push the select
Well,
button.
I'll let you form your own
When
opinions.
we need to
about his
reach you,
character.
contact
But he's not
you.
Snake.
The codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology.
The main player character from now on
byproduct
is a
of fiber
different
optics
person.
research.
His name is Raiden.
The texture
his
isn't
real
far
name is
removed
Jack.
from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors.
And
It
he
is
has
referred
blonde
to
hair.
as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
What's with the change? It's bait and switch.
The hatch
There are
with a
narrative
circular
reasons
handle
for it,
will
but
open
it's-
into the elevator area.
Yeah.
Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Trying to remember the stuff that's kicking around here. Yeah. Don't need you to tell me how to swim. Got your feet wet. Actually, I think there is something. Yeah, got your feet wet. I know how to swim. Thank you, go away. There we go. What is it? Thermal goggles. That was worth getting. Let's have no weapons. I have to acquire a weapon at some point. Tasty ration. You can also hide in those cupboards if you need to. That sounds like somebody having the shit beaten out of them. What's going on?
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
I also have no radar yet. You have to unlock the radar in each location by making your way to a terminal, and until then you don't have it. Makes it a little bit trickier. How many factions are there? At least 4 to 5. Well, there's Gorlukovich, and there's the Patriots, and there's Dead Cell, and there's Foxhound, off the top of my head. And then there's whoever Ocelot's working with, and then there's Liquid, who's a side all to himself.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
The arm can't be counted as a faction.
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node.
I don't know what that
nerd
nerd diversion was about.
Facilities network.
Somebody get Kojima a
Pull up
dialogue
the map
editor,
of the
for
structure.
the love of all that's
That'll let
holy.
you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is...
Yeah. We'll just skip that. All he's saying is go to the node and you get radar. So we'll go to the node and get radar. That is the node. What, that isn't how you operate a computer? What's my code name? My code name is Doug. My birthday is August the 2nd. Nationality is UK. You're not going to ask me blood type? Oh, it doesn't ask blood type anymore. Oh, fair enough. Oh yeah, there it does. Blood on. I thought it asked your blood type. Am I imagining that? Oh no, they're about to wake up.
Good.
Yeah, radar. Oh, I shouldn't have skipped that. Sorry. So that's Rose, who is Jack's girlfriend, who is Mei Ling in this game. She's the save point. We'll be hearing a lot more from her later, so I'm not too worried about it. Yes, they're waking up. This is the one I meant to skip. He's seeing playing somewhere to hide. Or... Oh, whoops, killed him. Never mind.
Answer me, you better not be asleep.
I think this guy might wake up. You can also punch. Oh, ouch.
Enemy sighted. Request.
Okay. We've done some killings now, so we're just doing lots of killing. Because why not? Bandage. Stops bleeding. Quite handy. Okay, let's go. Later on, instead of they answer me, you better not be asleep, they'll send a patrol unit round to check on what's happening, and if they find a body, they'll go on alert and lock down the area.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
Solid Snake?
The hero
because you're worth it,
Moses?
Raiden.
So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Definitely not. No, no way. Not even in an arm.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all.
Why
Stay
would
extra
you?
sharp until you
Daylight's
can
not a
find a
thing that people
node to
have
log
anywhere.
in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Could you not have briefed me about this before I went into the combat zone? Would that not have been better?
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Oh, this is quite funny. See this bird shit on the floor? Whoopsie! Ow! I slipped and fell over. This place is the big shell. It was built over the site of the sinking of the tanker in the first part. And the cover story is... I have to sneak under here. The cover story is that it's like a... Oh, here we go. We'll do some story.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
So the cover story for this place is that the tanker that sunk was an oil tanker and that Snake blew it up, and that this is the cleanup facility. That's pretty obviously not true because it wasn't an oil tanker. The arm and Ocelot ran off with Metal Gear and we don't know where they are at this point.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay?
Understood.
It's very helpful of them to speak English for me. Oh, there's the note.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Surveillance. There's one
Distract
guy.
them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself.
Yeah. It's just telling me controls. Alternatively, I could just run up behind him and snap his damn neck. How about that? Shut up. On the node. Nope. Shut up. I want to go to Struck B, actually. I think I can go and get the M9 earlier if I want. But I don't. There's two guys here. So we have to call in for a consult again.
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hand.
Yeah, it's telling me controls. Okay. Alpha Zero is the SEAL team. Things blew up. It was bad. Okay. If you could turn around and go the other way for a bit, that would be great. If you could turn around and go the other way for a bit before I run out of grip, that would be great. Oh, you're not going to. There you go. See? Isn't it so much nicer when you behave? Intro. What's going on in here? A cutscene, but I only got to take one step. This is strangely familiar. I think the implication is that the mess was only just made. And here are the Navy SEALs fighting this dude. Navy SEALs known for blindly firing around like mad people when things are spooky. Too spooky for me. How big is that clip? If it's thrown by this guy, yes it is. And his little spinny dance keeps him completely immune to bullets. And he can cause people to bleed straight up 4 foot in the air.
All Alpha, come in. What's going on? Alpha, respond.
we'll just go in with no weapons and see what we can do. It's not a poor idea at all. He's not a proper vampire, he's not sparkling.
What are you?
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Get down!
Extra Navy SEAL to the rescue. This chap is Iroquois Pliskin.
Where is he?
He is here to help.
Strange smell.
Didn't wear deodorant today.
You smell like... Are you? It has to be.
Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
He just vanishes and lets us continue.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down.
Yeah, the whole arm thing set the tone for this game.
My name is...
Did tell you.
My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Hello, Lieutenant Pliskin.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Well, I'd better turn this off then, hadn't I?
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Who are you talking to, Pliskin?
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
Whoopsie.
What's up?
Take a look.
That's ominous.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Buried.
For real.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why?
Yeah, that's Foxhound demo,
What are you
mate.
really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
It's very important to have cigarettes.
Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Sounds ominous.
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plan's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
So, any ideas to the dumb twists that have been set up by this? So he is now asleep, but I can also shoot him and it will make him upset. I'm not going to, but you can. I think you can punch him as well. But we'll do the node because we need the radar. Will he turn into a vampire? Maybe. Huh? What is this? C4? Have I just discovered a thing before I meant to? The plot thickens. Hello, Rose.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Sure, why not?
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
Passive
How
aggressive.
Important enough?
Passive
and we'll talk about
aggressive.
it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay. I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's
That's me
something I
bouncing
need you
them
to
about,
do
by the way.
as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
There we go. Foods. Need foods. Alright, what are we at? There isn't a boss fight, although there is a preview of a boss fight here, I would say. Like there was with Vamp. And then we get to play the game for a bit. Oh, actually, no, there is another cutscene section coming up. God damn it. Then we get to play the game. This is Fortune, another member of Dead Cell.
What the hell is that?
And none of the bullets can hit
put
her.
me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her. Is she the one they call Fortune?
Yep. Yes, she is.
president!
And her weapon is a railgun, because of course it is. Why not?
Ready grenades! A dud!
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
I volunteer. I'm an expert with wet boxes. It's a railgun. We will be introduced to it again later. Oh, the seagulls!
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
I don't know. Again, in a game where somebody can take over someone else's mind through the medium of their arm that's been grafted onto them, we're complaining about the realisticness of the weapons. Or where we have someone whose superpower is that she's very lucky.
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch.
Doing his Keanu
On top
Reeves
of that,
impression.
we know their defensive capabilities.
What?
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The President can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose.
Every move
and
you
I won't
make,
let you be just a dream.
Every step you
Are you
take.
two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
See, at least the Colonel has his priorities in order. Have your existential crisis later, asshole. Yoink. Fortunately, I have no suppressor for this, so it will be noisy if I use it. But I don't get the opportunity until I've done some more cutscenes. Very important to have some cutscenes. Oh, okay. Here we go. Cutscenes again. I do get to play the game at some point, I promise.
Freeze!
Don't shoot.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? That's bad.
So this guy's just a regular bomb disposal
He's
guy.
not one of the bad guys.
Hello, Pliskin.
Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Navscolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just
And he has a
ancient
deeply
history now.
sophisticated bomb disposal technique to teach us.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10.
As you do.
I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
I'm,
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
I see.
They told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Well, I guess we're doing
so we
it.
have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
Hey Jason, welcome to the stream. It is, and we're just about past all of the
Glad to
first
hear Stillman
cutscenes of
is
the plant
safe.
section, and we get to
Assist
play
him in
for a
any way
bit.
possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field.
You wait until you see
all
the
you have
method
to do
of
is
bomb
follow his
disposal.
directions. You
It's,
will, of course, keep your identity
idiot-proof.
and mission objectives to yourself.
Shall we say?
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Yes, sir.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
Yeah, if we had to keep talking and nobody explodes to defuse the bombs, it would, yeah, be a little
There's
tricky.
no need to think about this so
This
much.
this is a bit
You won't
simpler. A
actually
little,
be dismantling
little
bomb.
tiny
That's not
bit
for
simpler.
amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
This is a bomb. Someone set us up
This
the bomb.
is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I've established a link-up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points.
Huh. Well, at least
I
they
thought I
could,
taught him
fess
everything
that
I
up.
knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are
Don't
some
blow up
things you have to
civilians.
pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Seemed like you done fucked
Let's
up.
see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar?
I do.
That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use this system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly. Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
You know this for sure?
Of course. I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on Shell 1, another 6 on Shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Well, we'll have to see about that, won't we?
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Take this.
More toys. I can speak. Oh, a level 1 card.
What's
Fortunately,
this?
I don't have to equip the card
Security
in this
card
game.
issued to Shell personnel.
Why he only has level 1
The Big
card, I
Shell
don't know.
security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Raiden, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas.
Why can't I have the
You
level
need it to
3
get
card?
next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all-access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
No, we know.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The two of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours.
Harsh, Pliskin.
There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
SAS.
If anything comes up, let me know.
What is that
My frequency is
background?
140.25.
It's unnecessary.
Good luck, kid. I'll
Why must
see
there
you
always
later.
be tits everywhere in this game?
Semper Fi.
Although in fairness, that's Marines. Although it's not as bad
That
actually
man's
as
no
Metal Gear
SEAL.
Solid 3.
I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Well, who could he possibly
Semper Fi.
be?
Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists, then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you.
Me? What have I done? I don't know anything. No, really, I don't know anything.
Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll do an autocon. I'll hide in the cupboard.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while.
But I won't wet myself.
If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. And no, I'm not going to try and do the falsetto. I'm not that cruel. Fuck your melons. Go in here, please. Okay. So, bomb number 1. It's in the loo. Because of course it is. And you can see it there, and the way you would normally see it is in the mirror. There it is. Bomb 1 gone.
Raiden here. I took care of the C4 in Strut C. The ceiling of the women's bathroom was set to blow.
That's not like him.
Anything wrong?
Maybe. Pliskin's reported other locations too.
He was
and
quick.
none of them are effective demolition points.
What do you mean?
It means that they wouldn't be the best places to choose if you wanted to destroy this place.
Are you saying they don't plan on blowing the shell up?
It certainly seems that way. So far we haven't seen anything but a waste of good explosives. Unless, of course, we're missing something.
A trap?
Could be.
He couldn't have overlooked the fact that I would be called into this. There's something going on.
Fuck your drone. Okay, well, number 2 gone. Did he stand here? I can't remember. Yeah. Thank you. That floor makes noise, that's why I was being careful. Now we've done this bridge already. Oh shit.
Send backup. I have an unknown target here.
Well, that was not what I needed. That was a bad decision making. And now they're all here. Run away. No, not here. Oh shit, I'm stuck. Heal, please. Why is the alert not going away? There we go. Well, shit. I need to find somewhere else to hide. There goes one ration. No, you can't find me. I'm hidden. Hidden! Ow! Okay.
Right. What's wrong? Right.
Poor decision making. Do not shoot the security camera. Right, he's dead. He dead, he gone. And let's see if we can kill the other guy as well. Make it a tiny bit easier. There we go. And now we'll just avoid the security camera and not cause ourselves trouble. Like an idiot. Look how much easier that was.
This is Raiden. The C4 found in Strut A has been frozen and disposed of. Explosives were planted in the pump room on the first floor.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Pliskin will be fine. I think I need to go. It's not here, it must be. I want to get the box. It's important that I have a box. It's not a wet box, but I will go. I don't know if it's possible to get a wet box in this section, actually. There's the box. I don't think I can go through that way. I think I have to go in the middle here and then under. That might help. Not that one. This one. Forget how to get this box. This is a problem. I can't go under that. Anywhere to go over there? No. Oh well, never mind. It's there. Oh, it was by the bomb. I needed to be by the bomb. We're not going back in. Take too long. Can't be bothered. There are other boxes. This way. FA connecting bridge. I think there are multiple dudes here. So I can't shoot this thing until I have killed it. Can't wait to find out the bombs were just troll bombs. Yeah, I mean, it's not telegraphing that that's happening at all. Come with me, friend. This looks like a room you should be in. Nighty night. Excellent. Tranquilizer gun. Just what we needed. Now we can start dealing with some moves.
Freeze!
Good night. Yeah, it does.
Why are you late with your status report?
Ah, you see? Status report.
Respond. Communications with Strut F have ceased. Carry out an investigation immediately.
Because I want to get this.
No sign of the missing man. Nothing else to report.
That is a pornographic magazine that we put on the floor, and it will distract the guards. I will demonstrate it in the next run, I think. Oh, we will go and get that, because that's useful. M9 bullets, but more importantly, over... Oh, I remember how you do that. Go in here. Oh, a box! Excellent. I find that the plot of this game hangs together a bit better if you just assume that everyone, all of the protagonists, are exceptionally dense. And I have a suppressed gun. Means that whole firing at the camera incident would have been a lot more sensible. Okay, now to get to the bomb, I have to go back upstairs. Oh, while we're here. Publication with adult-oriented material, full of girly photos and interesting columns. If you put it on the ground, it will distract the guards. Go back upstairs. Yeah. There's some people and bits and pieces. That guy up there, that's the difficulty. But I've got a handgun and it has this kind of range. Headshot!
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
That's
Mr.
quite
X
funny.
now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Call back!
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
The plot thickens. Do I have a mine detector? I do. Okay, that'll do. Don't really have much use for the claymores. So the parcel room is cool. I'll let you in on something. Grey Fox is not in fact alive.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
right.
come on.
Sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York.
And yet you
There are
answer
all these
her.
tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the skyscraper
bombs to
museum
defuse
to see
here.
who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum.
It's important that we do this
By
exposition.
coincidence, out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we
Terrorist
went up to
confirmed.
the top of the Empire State.
Well, we'll see,
It was
won't
so
we?
beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that
You both
night.
know this. Why are
Didn't
you
sleep till
doing
morning.
exposition?
If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
Yeah, no shit.
What?
Take care.
You'll have to watch and find out if she is a terrorist. Shit, he saw me. Haha, got his radio. Okay, so they're going to send a backup unit that's going to wake him up, which is unfortunate. But what I can do is just nip out into the bridge and then back again, which will reset it. Which is abusive game mechanics, but fuck it. Here, get this. Oh, and there's a box. The cool thing about the parcel room is there's a place where you can stand, and if you put yourself in a box, then you'll go on the conveyor belt and get delivered to the location for that box. So if you go up here, I think it's this one, maybe. Anyway, on one of them, you stand on it, you put the right box on. So, for instance, box 2, electronic appliances, box 1, game software. They correspond to different locations. all I can say is keep going with the insane theories, because this game is, yeah. Oh, it's this one. So if you stand on here and put the box on, then you'll get delivered somewhere. I'm not going to do it now, though. He's late with his status report because he's asleep. Now just leave him be. Oh, this isn't where I want it to be. I want it to be upstairs. And anyway, why would it matter if he's if she is Snake's old love or sister or something like that? Snake is dead and not relevant to this game anymore in any way. Oh, here we go, cutscene. Oh, of course we need another cutscene. I think this is the Mr. X one.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the
Oh, no, it's
situation
not.
over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja
Yes,
just
it is.
now.
There's a ninja. Oh no, another
It's the only
callback.
way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
Womp womp.
I saw a female soldier. Russian.
Must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a dead cell?
No. She commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
Noted. Right, I haven't used my porn mag yet, so we're going to use the porn mag here. There's a guy. Yeah, there are guys. Excellent. Porn mag!
Oh. Oh. Yeah, baby.
How stupid can you be?
Freeze!
No!
Come on, off the edge, please. There we go. Splash.
Who's there?
Freeze!
Nighty night. Stun grenades as well. Might come in useful. Let's get this ball. Now we have to check in and be told it wasn't in a sensible place.
Right in here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne
This does look big enough area for a boss fight. Funny you should say that.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my
Because we have
experience,
to have
I lost it.
characterization even for
And the
this
church
guy.
was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion.
Sure.
So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts.
Yeah.
I lived my life
it is.
so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim.
Oh, enough
Instead
with
of
the
protecting
melodrama.
me,
Come
it's made my
on.
life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
Are we making more predictions now, me?
I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own
Have to
2
see how
feet,
good they are.
and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
The bombs are a metaphor.
That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards and Strut's
Hideo
G and
Kojima
H
doesn't
of
really
Shell
get
2.
show don't
I
tell,
wouldn't
which is
recommend you
ironic
go
for a
into any of
video
the other
game
Struts.
creator.
I owe
It's-
you one.
I'll get back to
Anyway.
freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
I don't think anybody called you Peg Leg Peter anyway. Just making shit up. Okay, one last, yes, one last bomb in Strut D. Let's get the train gun out. Nighty-night. No, you didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. I'm going. I'm going.
Enemy in the area. Increase security level.
No, 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 no. Fuck. Too slow. Oh, no, it wasn't. Fab. Excellent. Right. Nighty-night. Now we have the problem of this guy up here. Where are you? He watches over the bridge, but we can do that. And then there's one more watching over the bridge. Shit!
Enemy sight. Requesting backup units.
Okay, run. Oh shit, there's the backup store. Now I need to hide until I get my radar back. Fuck. Okay. There will be increased security in here now, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Where is everyone? Okay, there's one guy.
Nothing here.
99. And on this difficulty, the bomb is... Shut up. Yeah, one of the cool things actually about this whole gameplay section is that in different difficulty levels the bombs are in different places. Oh, have you spotted your little sleeping friend? Fine. Yeah, you can go to sleep too. Oh, other fun thing you can do. Yeah, it's under that, by the way. See this little gate up here? Yeah, last bomb.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
Yeah, get on with it, Pliskin.
Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed
It's a bomb,
C4,
all right.
and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor.
I thought you said it needed 12. Now it only needs 2.
It makes combined use
Expert,
of a neutron
my
simulator
arse.
and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get
Beep,
you.
beep, beep, beep.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Thank you, Twitch.
Okay.
You know
I'll
about
stand
mobile
by
dashboards.
until
Stop
you
buzzing
radio
now.
in.
Get away from where the guy that I just threw in the water was. Fuck! Poor choices. Poor life choices. Fuck your camera. Okay.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way to the CD connecting bridge. Exercise extreme caution.
It's alright. We saved it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined. And there's our sensor. And now a thing happens.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of Strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
You get less time on harder
Right.
difficulty modes
Move.
too.
Get to the bottom of Strut A now!
Yes, boss. So you screwed that one up, didn't you? Expert. Oh, fucking ciphers. Missed. Again, there we go. Time for bed, said Zebedee. I believe I need the mine detector for this place. Or it might be when you come back to the roof afterwards. I forget. Now there is a dude over there, but we're going to ignore him and just go straight down. So if we were doing a trophy run, for every single one of the guards, you have to go and hold them up and get the dog tag. So we're not doing that at all.
Raiden, Pliskin, listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there.
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Raiden! Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
Good call, me. Chalk another one up for your prediction game. Sensor B. All the bombs are done now.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of
yeah,
the
I was
bomb
just
is
saying your
over for
prediction
now.
game was on point.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the president. Get
What's
back
his
to
face?
the
The
upper
bomb
level.
defusal expert,
Roger that.
Stillman, set off the one of those that was on the opposite end of the big shell. I think I can show you on the map. Yeah, so. Oh, I can't show you. I can't go all the way there. But that one that's in black is blown up. Yeah, and this is the one they were trying to blow up on the other side to make it pull itself apart. And he was there, and he was the one that set it off by accident because Fat Man is smarter than him, and he is dead. So your prediction game is on point. And then we're done with the sensor, so let's be in a box. Yeah, he blew up. He very much blew up.
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed, shot in the head. They shot
And you're
one of them on
to
the
blame.
roof just to make sure we
You
caught it.
give love,
One of our satellites caught it clear
blame.
as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the president.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority
Johnson.
my butt. They're all in danger.
But
Jeff, be reasonable.
lethal trained killer
I know
can't
what
say
you're feeling,
ass.
but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well,
looks like he's turned his radio off too.
Or
I
being
can't
blown up.
complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the President. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
Took my box away. I'm very sad. Uh-oh. This is worrying. This fight is such a pain on hard difficulty modes. But we're on normal, so we should be fine. Should be.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you were alive after all. I knew this moment would come. Show yourself and finish me. Like you finished off my father. Otherwise, you'll be the one to die.
Oh, crap.
That's not him. This could be interesting. You've seen the fires of hell, haven't you?
Sure, why not?
Maybe you can give me death. My name is Fortune, lucky in war and nothing else. And without a death to
Everybody's
call
so
my
emo
own.
in this game.
Hurry, kill me, please.
So precious. Actually quick. I can't. What on earth is this music? Oh, yeah, the Fortune theme. Sexy sax solo. It's meant to engender sympathy for the woman who can't die. Poor Fortune. What did it do to deserve that? Yeah, this is a great time for a phone call. Why not?
Right. Fat Man just contacted us directly.
Fat Man called us?
Yes. Looks like he placed a bomb on the heliport. He specifically asked for you, right?
What?
He's killed off Peter. Now he's after you.
Why me?
How should I know?
Look, this is really not a good time for this.
The countdown's already begun, right?
Great. How much time do I have left?
I'll show you the count. 400 seconds remaining.
So he's planning on taking this place out.
It looks like he has a different agenda from that of Dead Cell.
What about backup?
None. There's no time.
Which type of explosives is it?
He didn't say.
I'll take over, Queen.
What is it?
It seems our friend Fat Man is out of control.
He'll actually try to destroy this place?
Yes, this could unravel everything we've planned.
But why would he do such a thing?
Who knows? But he's nothing more than a stereotypical mad bomber now. He's completely lost sight of our ideals. And with it, his loyalty to Commander Jackson.
All right. I'll take care of the wayward soul. It wasn't him.
Unfortunate.
I expected more of this one, really.
But he couldn't kill you, I see.
Completely useless.
Then he's all mine.
Later, then.
Now!
Why did you have to shout now? And why is his gun making a ricochet noise when it has a suppressor on it? And oh, Bam's dead. That was anticlimactic, huh?
Damn!
Vamp. Are you gone?
Well, he's got a hole in his head. What do you think?
No, that death was meant for me. Why am I the only one that can't
Sad fortune
die?
music. Oh.
Alone again? Cheated out of death again? How long will you force me to live? How much longer, Dad? You've punished me enough. I thought you could give me peace. But you couldn't kill me either.
There's no need for sorrow, Queen. I died once already.
Vamp.
I can't die twice.
Sure, if you say so. That might be a problem for me, though. Okay, so we are heading to the helipad. And I think we will do this last encounter and then call it a night. We've been going 3 hours now, I think. Made pretty good progress for that time, considering I'm watching all the cutscenes. Oh! And because Fat Man is a prick. Nighty night. Nice shot, Doug. Okay. Jump over the body. Here.
Freeze!
Where's the guy? There he is. Got him. And we've already cleared a path through the claymores. Whoops, that was not what I meant to do, but it's fine, I didn't blow up. What I was meaning to do is I think I'll just clear these out because I might forget that they're there later because I'm stupid sometimes. There we go. And we get this one. Now we have to find the bomb, which is very cunningly hidden. Now, while we're waiting for this, or while I'm approaching this, have a think of what you imagine the nature of this boss fight might be. We are fighting Fat Man. What do you think he's going to do? And that's a little audio cue.
So you're the one. You're right on time, I see. I like a punctual man.
Is he Dead Cell?
I am Fat Man. I am the greatest that humanity has to offer, and the most. Can you hear it? Hear this rhythm? It's the rhythm of time. And life. Don't you love this sound? I used to hang around department store clock counters.
Rollerblades. Because why not rollerblades?
Bombs tell the time with every moment of their existence, and nothing else announces its own end with such a fanfare. Glad you could make it. The party's about to start. Yum. Good year. Let's drink the Stillman, shall we?
If you destroy the big shell, you'll never collect your ransom.
Ransom? What are you talking about?
$30 billion in cash.
So that's what's going on, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you'll know soon enough. And I could care less what they plan to do. My ambitions are much more simple.
Close it
to be
up.
the most famous bomber of them all.
You're nuts! No one's gonna give a damn about you.
Oh, yes, they will. I'll go down in history as the man who beat Peter Stillman. That's the only reason I assisted them.
Like hell you beat Stillman. He had your number.
What did you say?
You have nothing of his courage. Or... What are you laughing at?
That croc died a dishonorable death 6 months ago.
6 months ago. The liquidation of Dead Cell.
Call it what you want. Only the right stuff survived that hell. Set me free, you know. Open the way to a new dimension. So that I can become the Emperor among detonation devotees.
You're nothing but a common criminal, and that's the only way people will ever remember you.
How dare you! I'm an artist! That's why I dislike boorish military types. It's time to start the party. This is how it works. I plant a bomb, and it'll explode soon after that. If you prefer to stay in one piece, you'll have to disable my bombs. Laugh and grow fat. Let's move!
Nearly got him. Hold on. That was easy. So you have to knock him down and then shoot him in the head, and you can get him twice if you're quick in the head, and then it's that fast. Now, he has laid one more bomb. Before I do the reveal, see if you can figure out where it is.
My suit. Oh no. I've nothing to wear to the party.
The party's over for you.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Glasses.
What did you just do? What is this?
I have beautiful hands. These delicate hands can craft works of art.
Answer me, what the hell is this?
It's the switch for the biggest bomb in the entire place. Huh? No use. Once it's activated, there's no stopping the count.
Where did you plant it? Where is it?
Somewhere in this area. Don't worry, it's very close by.
Any thoughts?
Where is it? Go ahead, shoot me. I'm already dead.
Damn!
Think you can find it? When it goes off, it'll take the big show with it.
Tell me where I can find the bomb!
That's your problem. This is the highlight of the party. Bring it on, I say. They'll be happy too. I die here and start my legend. Too bad you won't be around to see the movies. Laugh and grow fat.
Any thoughts? There it is. And we get Peter Stillman's dog tag as well. All done with bombs. Maybe we can go on for a little bit now.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs
Yeah,
are
not a bad guess,
neutralized.
me.
One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark,
Not a
I'd say.
chance.
He seemed to be coming from a very
forgot you
different
could do
place
that.
from the other terrorists.
I can spam Raiden saying
Right.
things.
A lot of
by
hostages,
doing this.
our president included, are still in danger.
chance.
Keep your mind
Because
focused
why
on
not?
protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue
Not a
the
chance.
president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet.
He's in the Central
I
Core.
suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
What about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the central core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the president and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the president is?
No, that one's all yours.
The president is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Pliskin went vampire and was offline. I don't know about the one vampire bit, but he was out for a while. Oh, here we go, more cutscene. I think this is where we meet Mr. X. Which is a beautifully dumb name. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Hello.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
I'm like you. I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like.
Any thoughts as to who that might be? Answers on a
Come,
postcard.
Let's get out of the open. Follow me.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lalilulelo.
It's not the same dude as last time, no. Grey Fox is actually dead. I will give that one away.
This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall in the Shell 1 core. You'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect unamplified. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core.
Sure, why not?
Take this. The security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
A disguise. Why did we never think of this before?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the Corps and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the Corps section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
That'd be a problem.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have the nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Always with the careless handling.
Why did they
of
have to
nukes
bring
in
the
this
football
universe?
along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Oh no,
Dead Set
is
didn't
it?
have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
No shit.
Cover up. But why? For what?
For Metal Gear that is housed here.
Oh no.
Metal Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke capable vehicle Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
They're building
Let
Metal
us gain
Gears.
the rest.
What do you think is going on? They're always building Metal Gears. Hey, Mark.
What's this for?
Yeah, the problem
You
is
might
that
be
you
glad
really
to
have
have
to
it.
redesign
Keep the control
MGS1
vibration
because the
function
control
on.
scheme is so different and there's no option for first
What do I
person
need a
stuff.
cell phone for?
But, and I'm not convinced that you should do Metal Gear Solid 4 because I'm not its biggest fan, if I'm honest. And they're not going to anyway because Konami makes pachinko machines and other nonsense now.
Colonel,
they're out of the
who
game.
was that man just now?
But hey,
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
Everything!
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it,
Raiden's
Raiden.
bought a clue.
I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
On it. Be a soldier. It won't help us hide, but we'll do it anyway. Because they will recognise, because I'm wearing the uniform for being in the cores, not in the outer areas. To get an AK, I need to go to strut F, which is where all the weapons are. Now they have drones with guns on them. That's worrisome. An M6, M9. I know what guns. Okay. I think if I stand up top, I can pop people the easiest. And head downstairs.
Nothing here.
Oh, so you're reporting it. If you could go down, that would be great. Shit. Don't run away.
I got him. Senri.
No, you don't. There you go. You are now hidden. Okay, got the AK. Where's the M4?
The situation is normal. All clear.
So they were saying that because they found one of the guys who was asleep. And now they're outside.
It was nothing. All clear.
Are you going? You leaving? Oh, they've woken up both the guys upstairs.
No sign of the missing man. Nothing else to report.
He's in here! He's in here! Go away now. Beautiful. We'll just check out other rooms as well, and then we'll head back towards the core. You saw nothing. C4. Excellent. That seems useful. Level 3 doors. We'll have to come back later for all the other goodies. Nighty-night. Level 3. This one's level nothing. What about over here? Oh, this is a level 2. Ah. And bomb thing I need to dispose of. Let's just see the wires. Yeah. No getting under those. Cool, I now have 2 assault rifles. And there's my AK.
Why are you late with your status report?
Because he's asleep. And they're back, so we'll just pop them with the SOCOM. AK. Oh no, don't fall down. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. Fortunately, they can't come in here, so I can just wait until we're onto caution and then go inside! And it will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Return your positions. Tighten security.
Okay. And what I will do is save before we have all the cutscenes in the world, which will happen when I go down a floor.
Got a minute,
Because
Jack?
otherwise we'll run out of time.
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
The right arm was missing.
So the head of the
And it
terrorist
was
group must
definitely
be
Solid
an
Snake from
imposter.
genetic testing.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess. I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel
president
and
needs you, I think.
infiltrate the
You
core
think?
section.
You think?
Your priority is to contact Agent Ames.
Now, as long as you don't bump into any of them, it's no problem to get through here. Oh, hang on, I haven't found the directional microphone yet, and I cannot remember for the life of me where it is. I should probably find it. Chaff grenades, no. Oh, and I should unlock this too. Maybe it's on the floor below? I think it must be on the floor below. Wrong button there. Oh yeah, the directional microphone's here, and then it's B2 for access to where Ames is. I remember. Oh no, other way around. So that's
Retinol
the
pattern
biometrics.
recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Up in here, because the node is here. There we go. If our rations are full, then let's use them. Okay, don't need anything from there, so I'm going to go down to B2 and we'll get the directional microphone. And then we'll come up to B1 again, and then I think we will call it, because after we do all of that, there is about an hour of cutscenes. Not exaggerating a lot there. It's not bad progress though. All things considered. Directional mic.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I need some help.
Ow.
I need some help here.
No you don't, shit, bollocks. Okay, well we got a bit of excitement before we finish then. Fuck off. Fuck off. Okay. Oh, we're hidden. Excellent. Everything is fine. Okay.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way to the front of the elevator on B2 of the Show 1 core. Intensify
Asshole bumping into me. And why does bumping into me immediately remove all of my clothes? Man, if that worked in real life. Yes, yes, there are items on top of lockers, I know. There's running like a mental guy. Another ration, put the clothes back on. We'll wait for this to wind down. And then we'll go to B1. There you go, a little bit of extra excitement for the end of the stream there.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
What's up, Jack? Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Ooh,
Look, I really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay, then. Let's talk about you.
Not a chance.
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh, yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
But why?
Is it really that strange to want to know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
You know, sometimes I... Oh, look, now we're talking about me, not you. Why won't you tell me anything? About what you were like as a child? What kind of things you liked to do? What kind of people your parents were? I've never heard you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual? That I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a promise.
Well, there you go. Alright. Thank you for watching. I will be back with more of this later this week at some point. Not sure when. I'd have to check my work calendar for what evenings I'm working late. I've been Doug. This has been Metal Gear Solid 2. Catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TargetDuck. Facebook at Doug's Gaming Stream, or on YouTube, user DA Gresham. Thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, thanks for lurking if you've been lurking. Peace out.